one of the guys that get a lot of credit is Steve Blackman from Muscular Development. I mean, those guys have done an extraordinary job for years and years and years to promote health, to promote fitness, to promote strength, to promote bodybuilding, powerlifting, weightlifting, and all of those kind of things. So the contributions they made is gigantic, and I hail them for that.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Raw Online Report. Today's guest, you've seen him all over social media, on YouTube, on Instagram. He's Andrew Jack, all the way from Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. Welcome, where it is 9 hours ahead. Wow. That's a big fire. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
First of all, I know it says on your Instagram, your full name is Andrew J. Chinedu. Do I say it correctly?
Yeah, right.
So you are jacked. So when did you get the nickname Andrew Jack? Did you give it to yourself? Did someone else give it to you?
I would say back in the military days.
Okay.
Back in the military days, because I was tough and rough.
Yeah.
And stubborn. Yeah. So they gave me Jack, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Okay. So I don't know anything. I know what you look like, but I don't know anything about you. So tell me, where'd you grow up, and were you into sports? What kind of things were you into as a younger guy?
I was actually born and raised in Nigeria. Yeah, I was actually a sport like fanatic. Yeah, like I love doing all kind of sports, boxing, football, like name it, any kind of sport at all. Yeah, so I'm a lover of sports though. So okay. I grew up with that.
Yeah, Nigeria is if you're going to be from Africa and you want to be a bodybuilder, I think Nigeria is the best country to be from, because you got Vic. Remember Vic Richards?
Yeah.
He's
from there.
We thought thank God he's alive. We thought he was dead, but thank God he's alive. And of course, we got Blessing Awobidu. Blessing is doing very well lately. Very well.
Yeah, some too.
So how did you start? How'd you get into weights and bodybuilding?
That would be an interesting one, because I was actually never interested in bodybuilding. I just love sport. Like I was a fitness guy. Yeah, I just love sport. But in 2019, I think it was like a transition in my life, because I started like getting more positive credit from people, and I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot and see how it all goes. And I started, and so far so well. It's been going like great. Yeah.
Wow. So you only got serious about weights 2 years ago?
2 years ago, yeah. And actually, this will blow your mind, because in 2020, before the COVID, I was teaming up with Matt Johnson. I met him here at the Expo in Dubai in 2019, October. And he was like, he wanted to, because I never had a coach. I trained myself. Yeah. He was my first prep coach, but we didn't have lots of time to work things out. We only did, I think, for 3 weeks. And before I couldn't make the Ohio, we scheduled for the Arnold Australia, but it got canceled because of the COVID. So I told him, all right, bro, I would like to, do some local shows and find a local guy to train with. And October last year was when I started officially.
Wow. So I'm sorry, who was your first coach?
Matt Johnson. He was my first.
Matt Jansen. Matt Jansen. Wow.
Yeah.
So
first prep coach. I never had a coach. He was my first prep coach. Yeah.
Okay. So what did you weigh? How much did you weigh when you started weight training?
I think I was. I as a fitness guy, I maintained 118, 121 for 5 years. And that was when I met Matt in 2019, and we started to work something out, and
that's key. That's kilos, right? Kilos, not pounds.
Yeah.
So you were a big dude. 121 kilos is about 250 pounds.
Yeah, for me it's okay. It's a regular weight. If you were, 118 and 120, I was very perfect in everything I do, because I was doing crazy stunts, calisthenics, crazy stuff.
Huh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm flexible also.
Yeah, because you're about 6'2", 6'3". Yeah.
6'2".
Okay, yeah, that's a big dude. I mean, 250 pounds. You're much bigger now, but you weren't as a fitness guy. You still had a lot of muscle. So were people telling you back then, Andrew, you got to be a bodybuilder, you got to compete?
Yep, exactly. Even Matt, I think Matt was the one who positively convinced me in trying the sport out and see how it is, because I would say I've been lucky, like all my life, because uh, Matt, she wasn't just a coach, she was like a brother, even if we're just for like 3 weeks. And the guy, I'm working with in Dubai since last year, same thing like my brother. And now I'm with Flex Wheeler, so it's a blessing.
We got to talk about
Yeah.
that. But first of all, how did you end up in Dubai, of all places?
Oh, it's actually a place to be. First of all, I came here in 2011, and I went to Doha 2013. I've been going to places, but at the end of the day, I came back here because I think this is where the money is.
Yeah, I mean, the two places I see a lot, obviously Kuwait, a lot of bodybuilders go to Kuwait, but Dubai, there's quite a few great bodybuilders coming out of Dubai lately too. It seems like it's very popular there. Yeah. So,
Me?
well, I mean, bodybuilding in Dubai, it seems like a lot of people were going over there for quarantining before they could come to the US, and they were
Yep,
training with
exactly.
you. And are there a lot of guys there, a lot of serious bodybuilders in Dubai?
Yeah, like here it's an obsession. Like these guys here are so much interested in bodybuilding, and I will say I've been opportuned and be blessed to be one of like the A-listers here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we have like stars or athletes or top guns like coming over to Dubai from Europe, America, or wherever, I get the opportunity to team up with them, and we run a couple of show of content and training, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the stuff he did with Larry Wheels. He's very popular. He's got millions of followers. So, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and James Hollingshead was just over there a couple weeks ago. He trained with you, I think,
Yeah, exactly.
And you were just in Las Vegas. You've been to Las Vegas a few times, it looks like, right?
Yeah, I was in July, and I recently I got back on Thursday, this past Thursday. Came back from Vegas to here.
Okay, so how did you meet Flex Wheeler? How did you end up working with the great Flex Wheeler? He's a legend.
Like I said, I will say it's a blessing. It's a blessing because I've never actually, gone out to meet people. People always like take interest in me. You know what I mean? So Flex, he DM'd me and asked me, yo, bro, where do you plan on going with your, this sport you're doing? What's your plan? What's, everything, and I told him, okay, this is what I want, blah, 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 blah. And he was like, all right, okay, I'll help you and see it through. But, I met with him when I went to Vegas, yeah. And he actually, shout out to Uncle D, Dexter Jackson. He was the one who actually spoke to Flex about me. I had no idea. Flex, he told me, Dexter was the one who told him about me, that he had to check me out and see how he can help out. And I was stunned because, I'm nobody, you know what I mean? Yeah, I started last year ago. Yeah, last year, and I'm having props or positive, comments from the legends and pros. So it's good. It's a blessing.
Yeah, because you're built like a top pro right now, but we got to figure this out.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
Well, you got some work to do. Obviously, you're not where you're going to be ultimately yet, but you're well on your way. You're about two. I don't know kilos, but I think I did the math, and you're about 270 on stage, 275, something like that.
Yeah, above that, yeah. 25 on stage. Yeah. It was just a test run. I was only 60%, but now we're working on a new goal. Our goal is to be for my kind of physique, 6'2", it's hard to fill out the whole frame. So we're looking at 130 kilos minimum on the stage. So we'll try to see how we can work towards getting that or close to that. Yeah.
Yeah. So you started competing this year, right? For the first time?
Officially, I'll start competing from next year.
Okay. Well, you won. Yeah, we got pictures of you winning shows this year over in Dubai.
Yeah. Local shows, all the shows in the UAE. Yeah, I just had to snap all of them out. Yeah.
Yeah, organizations, Emirates Bodybuilding Federation, something called FBBC. I don't know what that is. But Fujairah. Yeah. So you won all these shows, and you earned a pro card in what we call the other IFBB, but you know, everyone wants you in the IFBB Pro League. We want to see you on those stages, you know, as soon as possible. So, you know, when did obviously they're over in Europe and Middle East. There's a lot of people that do both in both federations. What made you decide IFBB Pro League is the one that you want to be a part of?
It has been a long, you know, like dream for me, and I was actually preparing myself for, you know, like to be an IFBB Pro, but I decided to do some local shows because it's the first time I've ever stepped on stage. So I wanted to, like, you know, like see how I can, you know, like see how I can control, you know, the stage fright, the nervousness, the confidence, and everything. And I was shocked because the first show I did, I had no idea it had a pro card. It came with a pro card. And and I walked on, you know, like I walked on stage and I was like smiling, having fun. It was actually a good like feeling. And I smashed the first show, smashed the second, the third, the fourth one. And the first show came with the pro card, and I was like, fucking hell, I never, you know, like expected this to happen. And it was an elite, and man, you know, I felt bad though, but I felt happy at the same time. But
I mean,
it is what it is anyway.
So you qualified to be a pro in that organization, but you're just not accepting that pro card. You're getting ready for the Arnold class. You're the Arnold Amateur. That's your next show, right? Arnold Amateur. Wow.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yep.
One thing I was, you know, I was looking at the pictures from your contest, and it looks like the trunks you have to wear over there, they're like classic physique trunks, because obviously you're not classic. You're way too big for a classic. Why are the trunks so big? I'm just curious. No? Okay.
It's because of the policy they have here. It's Islamic, so it's from the federation here. Right. That guys can be allowed to put on trunks except until when further instructions or whatever is done. So it is what it is, bro. You can't change the religion.
And there's no women's divisions in those shows over there, right?
No, the women are allowed to put on bikinis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the women are putting on bikinis. Oh, yeah.
That's weird. So you can't put on trunks, but they can put on bikinis? That's odd.
Yep. It's funny. Yeah, it's funny.
Can women go to the gyms with you in Dubai or no?
In in Dubai, it's a mix. It's a mixed gym. It's mixed gym, but in other, you know, like Emirates or like states or the counties, there are some strict rules, like the Sharia rules. Yeah, you have just you can have a mixed gym, but in Dubai, it's no man's land. It's everyone's home. So it's it's a mixed gym.
Talk to me about this last trip to Las Vegas. It looked like you worked personally with Flex Wheeler. What are some things that he's already been teaching you and helping you with?
First thing we started because obviously you meet a new coach, you know, like you get accustomed to a new coach. It's all about, you know, everything will change from training routine to your meal plan to techniques and styles and everything. So I was there for 2 weeks, and we used the two weeks, you know, like to kick off the basics. And now I'm back here, so I just like regroup, and next year I think last week of January or first week of February I go back again, and we just, you know, like we'll wrap it up.
So what's your favorite gym in Las Vegas?
Of course, bro, it's a Dragon's Lair. It is a Dragon's Lair because Louis is actually like an uncle to me. He's a big like brother, and also I get a free membership. So
I mean, it looks like an awesome gym, and he's a great champion. So it seems like that's the big gym in Vegas now, where like all the pros are starting to go to.
I would say that is not I wouldn't say it's the biggest, but it's the 5-star gym where you can find everyone there, like all the stars, but not just, you know, like stars of bodybuilding, UFC stars. If they have like shows they are fighting, they come over to train basketball, and so many people. So it's good. It's Vegas, bro.
You know, the Olympia is coming back to Vegas. Is it coming this year in Vegas? Yeah, it's going to be in Vegas this year, right?
In December. In December of next year. So it'll be tough. Everyone will be in Vegas, definitely.
It's crazy. It's been a while since we've been in Vegas. Did you get a chance to check out the Powerhouse gym that Iris Kyle and Hide Yamagishi own?
Yeah, I did. I think I did three or four sessions there. I
Oh,
was
okay.
there. I was there also trained there. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was
Yeah.
good, but man, the vibe in Dragon Slayer is different, man. Like
Mm.
I'll be honest, you know what I mean? Yeah, La Powerhouse, it's a fantastic gym. Like like kudos to Iris and Hide. It was
Yeah.
classical gym, but bro, but Dragon Slayer is just it has the same vibe we have here in Dubai. It's crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
definitely want to check that out. So
yeah.
yeah. So when Flex looked at you and he said, "This is what we need to work on," what are some things he really wants you to improve on before you get to that Arnold amateur stage?
Actually, our goal is to like work on my hamstrings more. It's lagging because of the height, the height and everything.
Yeah.
Hamstrings, my lower back, and posing.
Okay. Yeah. I would say,
Yeah, just hamstring and back posing.
yeah, because I mean, I'm very critical when I look at physiques, and I didn't see a whole lot that you really need to work on. Just those shows you didn't go into those shows at 100%. So I know the condition is something that's going to be much better next time,
Yeah.
obviously.
Hopefully.
And your arms, they're done. I don't think you ever need to work arms again. They're done.
I still have to, bro. I still have to. I still have to.
Yeah.
I still have to work on arms, bro, because the arms of Brandon and Nick is crazy. So
That's true.
I have to work on arms.
Yeah. And you've kept for a tall guy, you do have really good quads, which is not common. You don't usually see guys 6'2", 6'3" with big quads. And your waist, what's your waist, like a 30, 31 in contest condition?
No, on stage, I'm 30.
Wow.
On stage, I'm 30, yeah, but naturally, I'm 32.
That's 300 pounds. You're about 300 in the off season, right? 300 pounds with 31-inch waist. That is, I know guys who are 200 pounds with like a 40-inch waist. So yeah, wow. So man, and so what do you do in Dubai? Are you are you sponsored? Are you a full-time trainer? Because I see you have a degree in electrical engineering. Do you work in that?
Actually, I work. I work only on contracts here.
Okay.
My professional electrical engineering, and I do part-time of VIPs only, of PTs.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, just VIPs only. PTs,
Gotcha. So are you set on staying in Dubai, or would you ever consider moving maybe to Las Vegas?
No, man. There is no place like Dubai. Dubai is my home. There is no place in the world that will match the kind of lifestyle here in Dubai. It's a different thing entirely. But I would just do Dorian Yates style, yeah.
Yeah.
But Dubai will be my home. But
okay. An interesting debate came up because the Arnold Classic or the Arnold Amateur, if you win that, you always get
back and forth.
You get if you win the Arnold Amateur, you're automatically invited to compete in the Arnold Classic the next year. But now people are saying, why can't they compete the next day? Because we see other pro shows where there's a pro-am and the amateurs turn pro and they're allowed to be in the pro show the next day. And sometimes they do very, very well. In fact, the Toronto Pro that was just a couple of weeks ago, the guy that won Classic in the amateur the day before, he won the Pro Classic the next day. So
yeah, exactly.
Why do we have to wait a whole year to see these people? Not only that, you're already in shape. You just competed. So, you're starting a real debate about this, whether you know it or not. People really want to see if you win that Arnold Amateur. They want you in that Arnold the next day.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And I mean,
well, I don't know. I think I would just have to ask Arnold himself. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's up to Arnold or Jim Mannion, or I'm really not sure who would make that decision, but they should think about it. Yeah.
They think about it. Yeah, true.
I mean, wouldn't you love to stand next to Brandon Curry and William Bonac and Kuklo and all these guys the next day? How cool would that be?
It will be, it will be great, and definitely I'll get to see them backstage. Yeah. And anyway, whatever comes, yeah. So I'll take it.
I know. Yeah. So have you already started prep for that show?
Yeah, I started officially today.
Oh, today. Okay. Just in time for Christmas. I don't know if you were planning on eating a bunch of treats on Christmas anyway. Maybe you weren't, but wow.
Of course, Yes, I will, no problem.
Yeah. How long do you normally prep? Well, actually, you've never really prepped 100%. So this will be the first time you get really, really shredded. Yeah.
And I think for me, I wouldn't say, like it's it takes a whole lot of stress to prep. Yeah, I think I'm blessed. I don't need a whole, like time, like 3 months or whatever to prep. No, you know what I mean? So I just go with the flow and that's it.
Yeah, because here we are, it's December, we're talking on December 21st, and the show is, so you have all of January, February. Yeah, it's really
10
like
weeks.
10 weeks, is that it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's not bad, 10 weeks. Most of these guys are 16, sometimes even more. So, yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
true. Yeah.
interesting. Now, if you turn pro and they don't, for whatever reason, don't let you in the Arnold Classic, would you consider doing something soon after that? Like we have a show, I'm in Boston. We have a pro show in Boston 1 week later.
Well, it depends on my coach. After the show, and then we will see how it like pans out, and my coach and the team will give the best ideas and decision, and mine is just to follow.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I mean? Because I'm still new. I'm still new in the game. I don't know about much things, like behind the whole scenes and all that. So
yeah. Yeah. So how old are you, Andrew? I saw one thing said you were 35. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have any wrinkles or anything. You still look like a very young man, but more importantly, you're young in the sport. You're just starting out, so you have a long. Look at Dexter. Dexter did it until he was 51 on that Olympia stage. You got plenty of time ahead of you. So yeah. So I want to encourage everyone to follow you. You got the best name on Instagram, Andrew Jacked. Got that.
Thanks a lot.
And your YouTube channel, the same thing, Andrew Jack. Plenty of cool content. And you're also appearing in Flex Wheeler. I think Flex has a YouTube channel too. I think you're on some of his videos now. Yeah. So yeah, you're getting to be very, very popular. And I think it's only going to become more popular once you compete here in the US and people get a good look at you. Because you've sort of been this mystery over in Dubai where people go over there to visit and they train with you and take pictures with you, but we've never really seen you. So it'd be cool to have you in Ohio where everyone who's there for the Arnold Classic can check you out and see what you're all about. Because I think you have crazy potential, and it's exciting to see new faces in the sport, new people who are going to be very, very good like yourself. So so I wish you the best of luck. I can't wait to see you compete. I think it's going to be exciting. So
thanks a lot, bro. God bless you for that. God bless you.
All right. Well, good luck with prep. Congratulations on hooking up with Flex Wheeler. He's going to be a great coach for you. Couldn't ask for someone with more experience and more. He's a living legend in the sport. He's just a great guy.
Yeah,
I love Flex.
Yeah, he is.
Known him a long time. So yeah, thank you so much for taking the time, Andrew. Good luck on this 10-week prep. I'll see you in Columbus, Ohio. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot, bro. God bless you.
All right. So everybody, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the videos, and thanks for watching Ronline Report with this man, Andrew Jacked. We'll see you next time.
Yes, sir.